Welcome to my room that needs to be cleaned. This is a little bit of my collection. I have more downstairs. If you've seen my TikTok or my other shorts, you've seen a part of what's downstairs. But today, first topic on this channel, video games, Pokemon cards, and really just the public's perception on really both of these. Now the first one, put these down for a second, is going to be Pokemon. Everyone's losing their minds over 151, Surging Sparks, of course the good old special edition Prismatic Evolutions. But not a lot of people are buying to hold this stuff. They're buying to flip it quickly. You've all heard the same Timmy talk. They're just trying to make those sweet 10. No one's going to sit on that 5 to 10 year mark where things start actually gaining value. Now, 30th anniversary comes out next year. And then this will be reaching 5 years old for the 25th celebrations. But what I want to talk about today is the public's perception on Pokemon. Now, it's got to a point again, just like in 2020, where it's making headline news on major news outlets. Not for good reasons, though, unfortunately. With people fighting almost literally to the death for these things. They make 20 to 50 bucks per item. It's a little disgusting. And back in the day, Pokemon was so big it was in the mainstream news as well back in the late 90s, but not for the same reason. Back in the day, it was almost like sensory overload with how much they were releasing. The video game, the card game, the TV show. Everyone and their mother knew about Pokemon, but not for the reasons that they know about it today. Back in the day, it was a kid's show. A very, very popular kids show. And my fondest memories were, playing my blue version on my Game Boy, on the school bus and at school, and battling other people, trading, actually linking up our Game Boys physically right next to each other and having that social interaction. I'll trade you this for this. Learning some bartering skills, sometimes getting screwed over. But it was a massive social just presence that was available for not only kids but adults. The kids were into the video game, the TV show for sure. I think more adults were into the card game, since most of them came from EB Games or your local sports card, which is mostly adults. Now, kids collecting cards back in the day, it definitely was a thing, but let's put it this way, they were not kept gem-mint, not sleeved. Remember, most of the time, I remember kids that would come with their Pokemon cards they pulled just in a rubber band. This is why these older sets demand such a premium, because they were handled by kids. Not a lot of them were handled by adults or were advised by their parents to, hey, maybe you shouldn't be taking that to the schoolyard with a rubber band around it, But retrospective hindsight is easy, always easy. No one, I don't think anyone, truly knew the magnitude that it would grow to. But nowadays, it is just money. That is the only thing that people are interested in. You are fighting against scalpers at your local retail store. And I say scalpers like that because even collectors can be seen as scalpers. But they just go and buy and then immediately relist it on Facebook, so they don't have to get any listing fees. That 15% you get off eBay. None of them have their own personal website to sell it at 100% market or 100% whatever they want plus the shipping. They're just going straight to Facebook Marketplace trying to ask for the market then for cash, and some sweet under the table money. But this is really the only perception the public has on us now. Because of this, we're seen as the just grown man-child that have no job, no aspirations to serving their community, to better their community. They're just looking to buy something and resell it immediately. Now, I have no problem with resellers. I have a problem with scalpers. Resellers are different. Go to your local flea market, buy some stuff, and sell it in your own store for the actual market value. But going to a retail store, buying everything they have, there's some hindrances now with Target, only allowing you to have like 5 of certain items. They just buy it, immediately relist it on Facebook Marketplace, and try to flip it to do the same thing over tomorrow. It's gotten so bad that there's Discord channels that you have to pay for in order to see if you're going to get a restock at your local Target or Walmart or Best Buy, or even for Pokémon Center. People are paying money to get notified when there's got possible restock. It is levels of stupid that I never thought it would reach. Now, the person putting on that Discord, that is some next level genius, though. Just absorbing everyone's money like that to notify them. Well, unfortunately, all of this has led to a horrible perception yet again from the public outside looking into this hobby. I mean, I still remember in 2020 when people were pulling guns out for Pokemon. Like, what the fuck is that about? My God. And now, pretty much same thing. I'm pretty sure everyone's seen that 151 Blooming Waters fiasco that happened at Costco. People, literally just elbowing people. Ridiculous. It's not a good look. It really is not a good look for us. As a collector, even. It looks bad. You get lumped up right next to that same individual in the public's perception because, on the outside looking in, they don't know any better. You see somebody buying something at the retail store. Anything Pokemon right now. Anything Pokemon. You're immediately lumped into that same group. Your intentions with that product is not on their radar. All they see is those clips of people losing their minds over the 151 Blooming Waters and then just fighting over it. And that's all they see when they see you buying stuff at the store now. You can feel it. You can feel that energy. The evil eyes, they call it, right? And just looking down on you. But buying and holding stuff for the long term, sealed is definitely better than opening. I have some stuff that I've opened when I was a kid. I can show you. That's not modern. That's a modern poopy. But yeah, this is just, man, some of the things from back in the day. I'm going to show you some of these here. I had some promos. My Dark Charger, first edition, hollow. No, does not have a swirl. Thankfully, a lot of these I kept in pretty minty condition. But buying and holding stuff to keep for either opening up your own store eventually, retiring. Now my goal obviously is going to be, not obviously, make it obvious to you right now. My goal is to be buying this stuff, and when I do hit my retirement, I don't want to just sit around do nothing. I still want to be able to be a part of a community, and what community better than what I love doing? Video games and cards and arcades, which is just lumped together as video games. But I don't even know where to leave off with a message for you. I just hope everyone knows that is not a part of this Pokemon community. That is not how we all act. We are not here to scalp anything. At least I'm not. Not all of us are. Some of us are actually here to buy and hold and be a collector, an influencer, a liaison for the community. But I hope whatever you're planning to do with your sealed product, don't let other people's perception or view change what you are, and stick to what you know, stick to your roots. If you're a collector like me, just keep collecting. Don't buy them at scalper prices if you have an opportunity to see them in the store. Now, of course, some of these I have very good hunch. These particular sets are going to be extremely hard to find at MSRP retail. There will be some opportunities to buy them, but to get them at the $25, $50, $30 mark, it's going to be hard for people like me. If you want to stay in the community, just give it some time. Go play some video games, cool off, start that business you've been thinking about. Maybe I'm going to do that too. Really, that's what I'm here doing. There's not a lot of opportunity now to just walk out your front door and into your local retail store to purchase whatever you want. At least not with cards right now. And we saw the same thing going over with that Switch 2. So find other things, go exercise, play a video game, hang out with your significant other, go hang out with your friends and your family. Do what is actually important in life. Making money is the absolute last thing you want to be spending the majority of your time doing. Of course, everyone needs to make a living. Never argue that. Get a job, of course. Get a good career. But this, as a professional, wipe out the local retail store and list it on the Facebook marketplace, is not going to last forever. So just sit tight if you're a collector like me, and just wait for the opportunity to come again. Last year, they couldn't get rid of this shit. I remember, let me grab this really quick off screen. Sorry, let me rush some rage. I'll move this out of the way. I remember very vividly the 151 Ultra Premium Collection. Stacks of this, and no one was touching it. No one. I even had the employee tell me, "You want some of those?" And they're still sitting right there, like they're trying to get rid of it. And these were sitting on the shelves for like, I think $90, $89.99, and no one wanted it. So give it some time, and that hype is gonna leave again. We're definitely hitting that peak influencer with Jake Paul starting to becoming a name again in the community, with him opening. Him and Aiden Ross and then he got scammed too. I saw that. Feel horrible for him, but hopefully they find whoever did that, because that is another thing that is very, very rampant now. Resellers repackaging these things instead of having them in the original sealed state. So just give it some time. The ability to buy these things will come back. There's much better buying opportunities, in my opinion, right now in the stock market. There's so many good stocks right now that are available if you're actually looking to invest money. Now, this is not financial advice, never will be. This is just what I'm doing with my personal money and my personal collection. But for everyone out there that is a true collector, just give it some time. It'll come back. There's better opportunities. And if you can't find any, spend some time with your friends and family. Your friends and family will ultimately be the thing that brings you the most happiness. Now, I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Remember, someone out there always loves you. That's me. I hope you have a good day.